Good morning, Morena, and welcome to Lake Taupo. I'm here to shoot That Taupo Tree, right out here behind me, kind of in the sun right now, so I'm going to keep the camera off of it. But today we're doing a little different. We're going to shoot black and white film with the Zenza Bronica ETRS. It's a 645 medium format 120 film camera. Picked it up recently, still learning it, but I am enjoying what I'm getting off of it. Along with that, we're going to be using the Reveni Labs spot meter to meter our environment to make sure our exposure is correct. So join me and we'll see what we can do. There is our subject. We've got some clouds in the background, but we've got quite a bit of blue sky as well. We're going to try out a couple of different filters, a yellow and a red, to see what we can do about darkening that sky down. But it's just after sunrise, which is good. It's nice and comfortable out here, 2 or 3 degrees. All right, it's a good sandy, rocky beach here at the lake. But we'll get set up about here. Shoot this tree. We got a couple of birds in the tree, which that'll be nice if they stay still long enough. Like I said, some clouds in the background. They're kind of moving off to the west. Got the island in the middle. I'll put the name on the screen. I can't remember it. All right, loaded in the Bronica this morning. We've got Ilford Delta 100. It's a black and white film. That might be a little tall for me. Shorten that up, that's a little better. All right, so viewfinder here, but then we've got this little switch here which pops up a little magnifier so that we can see what's going on inside the camera. Okay, because the viewfinder on the Bronica is a mirrored system straight through the lens, it's reversed. So drop the magnifier back down, and I'm going to use that. Make sure I'm level here. Make sure I've got the right elevation, and then put the tree where I want it in the image. All right, it's looking a little green through there, but that's because I've got a yellow filter on. What the yellow filter is going to do is going to take that blue sky and make it just a little darker. Make the clouds stand out, make the water just a little darker, because it's reflecting the blue, and we'll see how that goes with black and white. Bright sunny morning. Got the camera where I want it, got the tree where I want it. We are in focus. So on the camera is the Zenza 50mm f2.8 lens. Original to the lens. This camera's from 1982. So, all right. Reveni Labs makes a spot meter. So, spot meters, kind of hard to get a hold of a good spot meter. Pentax, $400 for a used spot meter from the 80s, or a couple $100 for a Reveni Labs spot meter. How the Reveni Labs spot meter works is you use both eyes and you look through, and I've got mine set to average out shadow and light. So I'm going to spot meter the shadow, which is this shore right up here, and I'm going to spot the sky, and it tells me that I should use 1/25th of a second at f11 for this camera. But because I've got the yellow filter on, I need to drop that down to a 60th of a second. The filter itself takes up 1 stop of light, so drop the shutter speed by a stop, we should be good to go. All right, dark slide out, triple check, make sure we're where we want to be. Not quite level. There we go. And there's an image done. Dark slide back in, advance the film. Now, because I'm new to this, I'm going to go back to 1/25th of a second because it's getting a little brighter, and I'm going to do this again because, again, I'm learning this camera, but I need to remember also that every time I do this, that's $3.50. Dark slide back in, advance it. All right, I think we're gonna move down the beach. Get the tree from a different angle, different background with the hills, and also get some sun. Right now the tree is backlit by that bright sun. We're gonna see what we can do about getting some side light on the tree. All right. Okay. Got some good side light on the tree. Sun coming in, obviously. There's more clouds in the background. And a seagull in the middle of the island. But take a look at this and let's see what happens. Because the tree is leaning that way, I want it leaning into the frame. So I'm going to make sure that it's off to the left of the frame, in the frame, which means because of the reverse viewfinder, it needs to be on the right. But fortunately it's leaning, so it lets me know what I need to do. All right, let's take a look. Let's get this level. Focus. All right, different view. So let's spot this. Turn it on. Takes a second to turn on. It's on shadow. So there's some shadow right here. Now let's try the base of the tree. Shadow right there, and then we'll get that sky up there. So it says 1/60th of a second now at f11. So we'll give that a shot. And again, because I'm learning and we're experimenting, we'll take 2 shots. So set the shutter speed to 60th of a second. Dark slide out. Triple check that I'm getting what I want. Take that shot. Let's advance it. And remember, the meter set at 60th of a second. 1 stop yellow filter. So let's turn it down to a 30th of a second now. Same exact shot. Just a little slower. Dark slide back in. Advance, and we're good to go. enjoyed the content of today's video, make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to like and share. If you would like to support me further, I have a Patreon account. If Patreon is not your thing, then you can become a member of the channel. I have a website down below and prints for sale. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. One thing to remember with the Bronica, because it's a medium format viewfinder, not a viewfinder, what's the right name?